The match between Liverpool and Arsenal yesterday was really, really tough, very interesting and mind-boggling. Yeah, but both teams actually respected each other. So it was the reasons why a lot of them were really willing to take risks. There was no risk in the match. Everybody were calm and collected because they were avoiding mistake at all costs, right? So I'm going to give a little stats on how the match panned out yesterday. Welcome to Google Sports, guys. In terms of goals, Liverpool won 1-0 yesterday, and which was towards the end of the match, and which actually, as Arsenal fans, were really not pleased about it. But Liverpool were a better team, and they are the defending champions, so it actually played out. In terms of shots, Arsenal had 10 shots yesterday, while Liverpool had just 9 shots, right? In terms of shot on target, Liverpool had 4 shots on target, while Arsenal had just 1 shot on target. Actually means Liverpool, despite Arsenal had more shots, 10 shots over Liverpool 9 shots, but shots on target, Liverpool had, where their shots were more accurate, they were more direct with their shots. This gave the reasons why they had more shots over Arsenal. Okay, in terms of possession, Liverpool had 53% possession, while Arsenal had 47% possession. They were better in the midfield. They were better in terms of passing and all that. Arsenal actually play good football, but in terms of connecting those passes, it wasn't there. The passes between Zubimendi to Merino to the striker Gyökeres, that connection wasn't there, right? And it's actually shown. And aside that, in terms of passes, total passes, Liverpool had 361 passes all through, while Arsenal has 339 passes all through. So their passing accuracy, Liverpool had more passes and also had better passing accuracy. Then in terms of passing accuracy, Liverpool had 90% passing accuracy. As I said earlier, Liverpool had 90% passing accuracy, while Arsenal had 87% passing accuracy. The margin is not much, but that should tell every little thing counts, right? Which actually played out in the result at the end of the day. Then aside that, in terms of fouls committed, Arsenal had 10 fouls committed, Liverpool had 7 fouls committed. Right? And it's one of those fouls that actually cost that free kick. So Arteta should actually look back. They should avoid a lot of fouls, because if they don't avoid fouls, free kicks like this will come up and it will actually be a decider, right? So they should work on their fouls, the fouls they commit, right? Then aside that, both teams had 2 yellow cards each. In terms of red, there was no red card. Then in terms of offside, Liverpool had 1 offside, Arsenal had no offside. It actually meant, Liverpool were in the box more than Arsenal. Then in terms of corner committed, Liverpool had just 3 corners, Arsenal had 8 corners. Okay. Now, just to tell you that Arsenal should actually change the tactics of always wanting to get corners, because they had more corners yesterday, but it actually resulted in nothing. Okay. Pushing a lot of balls to the corners just because you have advantages over other teams in terms of corners, sometimes it will not play out. Like a very good backside like Liverpool would not play out, and it didn't play out yesterday. 8 corners and nothing was converted. So you should tell Arteta that I need to look for other means, other channels to actually score goals, not corners alone. It's the reasons why a lot of clubs are calling them Corner FC, right? So they need to really, really improve on scoring goals from other channels. Then I'll talk on Salah a little. Salah had nothing to offer yesterday. Calafiori held him down. Calafiori is not the best of defender, but I was surprised Calafiori could actually hold him down to the time frame he actually held him down. It actually shows Salah is dropping also in terms of performance. Right? It was when Scotty Jones came into the match, that Salah showed some level of brilliance. Aside that, in total, Salah was actually held down. Then aside that, I could tell that Liverpool is dropping in terms of performance. I could tell for that Liverpool is dropping in terms of performance, right? They are the champions. They've had winning streak last season, but as it is, despite the fact they're winning, they win with slight margin. it shows that they are the champions, and that's the reason why it's actually working out for them, right? But if you continue to win with slight margins like this, it shows that you've dropped over last season. Because last season you were winning outstandingly, beating opponents with a high number of goals. But as it is currently, you could tell they struggled to win. When they played Newcastle with a man down, they struggled to actually win that match. That match was actually a miracle for them. So with this match also, they were at home. They had the support of their fans. They had an advantage because even Arsenal had a lot of injuries, but they actually struggled to win this match. This to tell that in terms of performance, they are dropping drastically, and they need to, the season has not end. They need to shuffle off. They need to buckle up. If not, they won't be able to sustain these little margins they're using to win. They're only winning this with these little margins because they are the champions, and they've been together over the years. So this is actually playing out good for them, but it's not going to take too long. So they need to really work on this so that it will not stop abruptly. Okay. Then I'm going to talk about Martinelli. Martinelli was a shadow of himself. Martinelli is now a fraud of a player, right? I can't imagine a boy at 17 who was a beast, who every defender dreaded. Now is a shadow of himself. And Mikel Arteta is not taking note of this. He's not taking note of this. He knows Martinelli is not a good player at the moment. He continues to play him. Waneri is better at the moment. Eze now is a quality player. You need to let Martinelli rest. He needs to get a psychological talk to get him out of the state of mind he is presently, for him to continue to shun out this abusive style of play is nothing to write home about. Martinelli has to work. Arteta has to work. If he's to attach a psychologist to talk to him, we know he's a good player, but he needs to get out of the state of mind he is presently. Martinelli is a shadow of himself. Szoboszlai is man of the match for me. He held Martinelli down, allowed Martinelli to play anything, and came in towards the end of the match and gave that bomber of a free kick. Raya, despite how good he is, never saw that coming. That free kick was mind-blowing, was out of this world. And Liverpool